Picture this: a monastery perched on the edge of the world, where monks sip bitter tea and measure time by the whispers of wind through ancient prayer bells. Their greatest battle. Not the avalanches that shake the mountains, or the monsoons that turn paths to rivers. No, the real war rages silently in the space behind your eyes, where thoughts spin like trapped hurricanes. But here's the twist: no one tells you. Your mind isn't broken. It's just a soldier fighting shadows, mistaking every rustle in the dark for an approaching army. Let me tell you about Leela. She arrived at the monastery on a day when the clouds hung low. Her knuckles white around the strap of her backpack, her thoughts a wildfire. What if I say the wrong thing? What if they think I'm foolish? The monks offered her tea, but her hands shook. She'd spent nights pacing her apartment, replaying conversations that never happened, scripting apologies for mistakes she hadn't made. Overthinking, that sly thief, had stolen her sleep, her confidence, her joy. Sound familiar? Here's the truth they don't tell you. Overthinking isn't a flaw. It's a habit, a loop, a broken record your mind plays because it's terrified of silence. The first step isn't to fight it, it's to see it. One monk, his face etched with kindness, handed Leela a broom. "Sweep the courtyard," he said. She bristled. "Is this a test? A metaphor?" But she swept. And as she did, he whispered, "Notice the broom, the weight, the sound." Her thoughts still churned. What if I'm bad at sweeping? But for a moment, just a moment, she felt the grit of the stone beneath her feet. The present. Breath by breath, the monks taught her. Anapanasati, they called it. Inhale, I'm here. Exhale, I'm enough. Simple. Easy. No. Leela's mind kept slipping. What if I fail? What if they laugh? But the monk would tap her shoulder gently and say, "Come back. The broom is here. The air is here. You are here." Slowly, the storm in her head quieted from a scream to a hum. But habits die hard. One evening, as thunder rattled the temple bells, Leela confessed her deepest fear. "What if I'm not worth fixing?" The monk laughed, not cruelly, but like a man who'd heard this song before. "What if," he countered, "you're already whole? What if your flaws are just footprints showing you where to step next?" He handed her a lantern. "Go sit in the storm. Listen to it. Don't argue. Don't hide. Just breathe." She did. Rain soaked her robes. Wind slapped her face. And somewhere in that chaos, she realized, storms end. Always. They rage. They flood. They pass. Her thoughts. They're just weather. Not enemies. Not truths. Just weather. You're not so different, are you? Maybe your storm is a job interview, a text left unanswered, a future that feels like a cliff. Here's what the monks know. You don't stop the wind. You build better shelters. When the what-ifs claw at you, ask better questions. What if I'm braver than I think? When your mind races, anchor it to your breath, to a scent, to the feel of your soles against the floor. And when the storm screams that you're alone, remember, 73% of us are right there with you, drenched and doubting. Reach out. Someone will hand you an umbrella. Leela stayed at the monastery a month. She still overthinks sometimes, but now she catches herself. There you are, old friend, and laughs. She sweeps. She breathes. She dances in the rain. Because here's the secret no guru will sell you. Peace isn't the absence of storms. It's learning to stop building castles in the sky and instead plant your feet in the mud where you stand. The monastery still stands on that cliff, by the way. Storms come, storms go. And in the silence after the rain, you can hear the monks laughing, their voices blending with the wind. A reminder, the storm isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. Let it rage. Let it pass. And when it does, you'll still be standing here, rooted, alive, finally free to dance. If this story inspired you, Subscribe to the channel for more Buddhist wisdom.